Hello viewers, welcome to Khalajan's kitchen. I'm Farhanda and today I'm making chocolate cupcakes with Nutella. This recipe makes very rich and soft chocolate cupcakes, and I use the same recipe for my chocolate cakes as well. And the addition of Nutella makes it very popular among children. To make these cupcakes, I have here 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 2/3 cups sugar, half a cup cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons baking powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. These are our dry ingredients. For the wet ingredients, I have here 3/4 cups of sour cream. You can substitute the sour cream with Greek yogurt. 2 medium eggs at room temperature, 1/3 cup of oil, half a cup of Nutella, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 2/3 cups of very strong coffee. First, I'm going to sift all the dry ingredients. The all-purpose flour, chocolate powder, sugar, salt, and the 2 teaspoons of baking powder. After sifting the dry ingredients, I'm going to set them aside and prepare to mix the wet ingredients. In another bowl, I'm going to add 2 room temperature eggs, sour cream, 1/3 cup of the oil, and the 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I will mix these ingredients thoroughly. To mix them, I'm using an electric hand mixer. You can use a stand mixer or just a hand whisk will do. The wet ingredients are thoroughly mixed, and now I will add Nutella. Now I will add half of the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients, and then I'm going to mix them. And add half of the strong coffee. Mix it, and then I will add the rest of the dry ingredients. Mix them as well, and then I will add the rest of the strong coffee. Mix it, and our batter is almost ready. I will now scrape the sides and the bottom to make sure everything gets mixed in. And now the batter is ready. I will set this aside and prepare my muffin tins. This batter is enough to make 18 small cupcakes or 15 medium ones. I'm lining the trays with my paper liners before I add the batter. I am using a medium-sized ice cream scoop to fill the liners as I am making small cupcakes. Make sure you do not fill them more than 3/4, otherwise the batter will spill out as they bake. I preheated the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. It would be 176 Celsius or gas mark 4. It has taken about 10 minutes for the oven to preheat. To bake the cupcakes, I'm going to leave them in for at least 25 to 30 minutes, but I will check them in between. It has been 25 minutes since the cupcakes have been baking, so now I will check whether they are done or not. To check the doneness, I inserted a toothpick and it came out clean, so my cupcakes are ready. I'm going to leave these cakes to cool down and start with the next batch. While the cupcakes are cooling, I'm going to prepare the frosting. For the frosting, I have here 1 cup of whipping cream, 1 tablespoon cornstarch, 2 tablespoons cocoa powder, 3 tablespoons Nutella, and 3/4 cup of icing sugar. I will add a little bit of the icing sugar at a time and see how much I need. For decorating the cupcakes, I have here some sprinkles which I made myself. I'm adding the link for the recipe of the sprinkles. To make the frosting, I added the whipping cream to a very cold bowl. I have been mixing the whipping cream for about 4 minutes now, and it has started to peak, so I will add the Nutella. After mixing the Nutella with the whipping cream, I'm going to add the dry ingredients. But first I'm going to sift them. I've added the cocoa powder and the cornstarch to the sieve, and at this time I'm going to start by adding only 3 to 4 tablespoons of the icing sugar. I've added 2 more tablespoons of the icing sugar to the frosting as it looked a little bit thin. And now I'm going to scrape the sides and the bottom to make sure all the dry ingredients are mixed in. To frost the cakes, I'm using the open star tip. To fill the piping bag with the frosting, I folded the top of the bag over a glass. And now I will fill it. I'm going to squeeze some of the frosting out of the piping bag so that the air bubbles can get out as well. The cakes have cooled down and now I'm going to start frosting. Last of all, I'm going to add some sprinkles and that will make them look more pretty. If you liked the recipe, then give it a thumbs up and share. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe. And by pressing the bell icon button, you will get notification for my upcoming recipes. Enjoy!